Hi, my name's Yvonne and I'm a UK Stampin' Up demonstrator, and what I'm showing you today is my scrapbook page for April. So when I was thinking of my what photographs I'll be using for my scrapbook page, I thought it'd be a perfect time to look at what's in the garden. So this is a small representation of stuff that we've got going in the garden at the moment, and I wanted to highlight at this particular time what's actually going on. So we have some rainbow chard, Romanesco cabbage, and then we've also got some blooms blossom on the cherry tree. So I've done a close-up of the actual cherry tree blossom and a distance shot. So I'll show you how I've made this. The 12 by 12 piece at the back is from the Peony Garden DSP, and I've just used the back of one of the papers, so it's like a grey, but it's a really, I don't know, I'll bring it up a little bit for you. It's just a basic grey, but it's got like a chevron in the background, but it's really tiny so you can't really see it. Then I've put my photographs on So Saffron, and I've stamped around the photograph. So around the vegetables I've stamped some seeds and seed pods, and then around the blossoms I've actually got the blossom stamp, and I'll show you the actual stamps I've used. Then we have this here, Live Life in Full Bloom. Now this is from the Memories and More pack of from our new catalogue, which launches the 4th of May. And I've taken, so this is one of the card sizes in the Memories and More pack. On this side you've got just a little design that you can colour in, and on this side you have the Live Life in Full Bloom. So all I've done is actually cut around this. So the Memories and More pack is a hand penned set, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I really like the design of this. That's just some bite. So that's another part of the Memories and More. So this is ideal for scrapbookers and for card makers, because you can make quite a simple card by just colouring these flowers and popping this on a card, and then just put a little sentiment on, and that's great. So then just in the bottom left hand corner, this is also from the Memories and More pack, and it just says Memories, and I've just put Our Garden 2021, not just about the flowers. Now I did have a few more photographs that I was going to put on the scrapbook page, but it was too busy, so I decided to pare it down and just use these 4 photographs. What I may do is do another scrapbook page to show the other photographs that I took, because they are really pretty. Right, I'll go through and show you how I've done the actual stamping on this. So this is, I'll just get my little bits and pieces. This is the Forever Blossoms stamp set. So this is the blossom flowers that I used on my scrapbook page. This is a really beautiful stamp. I've used it quite a lot in different ways. Last month I did a video hop, and I used this with metallics, and you'll be able to see that. There'll be a link to that video below. and I've used it in other different ways as well, but it's a really beautiful set, and this is carrying over into the annual catalogue, which is brilliant, and I like the sentiments and the images. It's just gorgeous. Right, so I'll just show you what I did around the blossoms. So I've stamped my image. Unfortunately, I don't know what happened there. I've stamped my image, and all I used was crumb cake to stamp it. And then I'm just going to go, I've got a white watercolour pencil, and I'm just going to scribble, and literally I'm just scribbling, I'm not paying much attention to where my lines are. I'm just scribbling all over those petals. And as you can see, it's just giving, you can just see the white over the top of those lines of the petals. So now I'm just going to use the green for the leaves, and again I'm just scribbling, I'm not colouring neatly or anything like that, and the reason why is I'm going to be using a blends pen. And then finally I'm going to use a pink, which is Flirty Flamingo. Again, I'm just colouring just around the centres, pulling on a little bit on the buds as well, and just colour the buds in. Just gives it a slight colour. So there you go, that's the quick colouring. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this blender pen, and what that will do, it will react with the pencil watercolour, and it'll just help it spread it around and colour in the bits that you haven't done. It's just a really nice way of using your watercolour pencils without water. So here on the blooms, I'm just going to go round, and that pink will blend and go slightly, it'll move around. And just help it move. And there you go. So it gives it a little bit of colour, and you don't have to be precise with this technique. It's literally, once the blender pen is reacting with the watercolour pencils, it acts like a watercolour, but not wet as a watercolour. Let's say at the back of there you can see my attempts at what I was doing last night. So it's not wet like a normal watercolour pencil and how you would use them normally would be. And I really like this technique. You can also use it with the Winker Stella. So again, the Winker Stella has just got a little bit of glitter. So you can use it in a similar sort of way. I don't know whether you'll be able to pick that up, but there is a slight little bit of glitter within the liquid in the shimmer pen, which is always handy to you have anyway. But it does give your projects a little bit of sparkle when you want it. So that is how I did this part here, and then here again I've used a different stamp set, and I'll show you that stamp set as well. Now this one's called Enjoy the Moment, and it's all to do with seed pods. Now I won't be able to tell you all the seed pods. I know that's poppy, that's sycamore, and that's about it. I can't think of the other. That might be acorn or something, I'm not entirely sure. But this is also a really nice stamp set, and it's interesting to use. It's neither masculine nor feminine, and it gives some really interesting images, especially the seed heads as well. So they look like cardamom seeds, but as I say, I'm not 100% sure the actual seed heads, what they use, but it is a really nice stamp set. And as I said, I use this for the seed pods and the little seed just around the other photos. So how I actually did it, so the images are around, is I used post-its. So I marked out roughly where I was going to put my photographs and put the post-its in place. It might be that way around, possibly. I might have moved some around. So yeah, I popped them in place and then just stamped over, so it looks as those. So it looks that they are in the background when actually they're not. I've just stamped and then pulled the post-it away and then put my photographs on, and I did exactly the same with this one as well. So I did a rough measurement of my area, put my post-its down, then stamp, take them off, and then put the photos in place. And that's how I have done the decoration around my photos. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this little video, and you've also had a little sneak peek at some of the things that are coming up in the new annual catalogue. If you would like a catalogue, then please send me an email. There'll be my email in the drop down list below. Send me an email and I'll happily put one in the post for you. Well, thank you very much for watching, and I will speak to you next time. Thank you very much. Bye bye.